Okay, so we are in first class in our mailbox. And what we need to do in our first class for our mailbox is if you're going to change anything for your messaging or anything like that, you go to first class, you go to preferences, and in preferences, you're going to find a dialog box that has a few tabs up at the top. The first one is just your general tab of how you can set up mail and how you want that style. The second tab is your calendar and how you want to see different events in a calendar for your own if you're going to use this first class calendar. We have not used this very much, only if we have department ideas that we put in. Otherwise, we use the Google Calendar. But the biggest thing that we want to talk about is the content. The content is, now this is where you can change your text styles for everything. So this is not the default for first class. First class is a size 11 font, and I think it's Arial for the font style. So I went ahead and I changed it to Thornberry, which I like that font, size 16, a little larger for people to read, and it's blue in color. So every time I key, that's the color it's going to come in. Now if you do any presentation text that is outside of that normal text, it's going to be, for me, I did it larger with Tahoma size 18 for other people again. And all you do is go ahead and just hit apply. There also is highlight styles if you would like to use that for quoted text. And I do have a background color of a light shaded gray. So when I make a quoted text, it's going to be light gray. Your choice again. The spell check options that you have, certainly automatically check on send. I do not have that. A lot of people will click on this and say automatically check on send. That is kind of nice. Okay. I also ignore words in uppercase. Maybe you don't want that, so you might want to take that off. Okay. The other option is always showing embedded images and sometimes doing the thumbnail for larger images, and I like to do that as well. Now let's go over to the other tab called Viewing up at the top here. And in Viewing, I always like to show the newest item first. Now you can go in, there's more than one way to do this, so you don't always have to go into the preferences to do it, but I do it this way. Then in the messaging, this is where you would put in an auto reply, like if you were going to be gone for a conference, if you were sick, if you were going to go to, let's say for coaches or activities coordinators, they would put that in and you would put your reply right here. So anytime somebody emailed you, this reply text would come back and you just say yes, okay, and then it automatically replies that you're gone and that you will look at this email at a later date. And then there's an automatic forward. So if you have another email that you want to use or prefer to use, you can automatically forward that as well. And you can use mail rules as well. My initial content, this is my signature text. As far as I know, you are not able to put an image within the signature text at this time. However, any symbols, characters, drawings, things like that, you certainly can. Now you can copy and paste and put in a signature text, or you can make a template of one email and put that picture in that email and then just bring up that template every time for a new email. I'm trying to think of anything else. Instant messaging. If you would like to do some instant messaging, you certainly can do that so that you can actually instant message and see who's online. And your paging, information to include when you page, subject, body, size. The other stuff I really haven't used a lot. Handheld devices, if you have unique identifiers for that. And there's up to 4 devices if you have 4 devices too. So hopefully that helps you just a little bit to be acquainted, and I'm going to be done.